Well, greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, bringing you another edition of Movie Night Live from the Monastery of Mayhem.
I've got some mail for you.
Hey, well, wait a minute. Who are you?
Veronique.
Veronique, okay. And, well, where's Dahlia? She usually handles the mail.
She couldn't make it today. She was feeling a little under the weather.
Okay. Well, considering she's a zombie like the rest of us, that's a bit of a stretch, but I'll buy it this time. But my, you are certainly a pretty little thing, aren't you?
Why, thank you.
You're so thin. Just imagine all kind of the positions we could bend her into. You said you had some mail for me? Okay. Oh, it looks like letters from the fans. Well, we'll read some of those at the end of the show here. So how are you enjoying your stay at the Monastery of Mayhem so far?
Very interesting.
Well, yes, we're a little short-staffed today. Brother James is doing God knows what, and Ferna's, she's working for down below again. Lady Torrid, I think she was whipping her minions in her dungeon, or doing something about...
She was whipping somebody.
Yeah, I heard something about pegging, and I don't even want to think about that. I looked that up online. That's just too kinky for me. Let's see, Ash and Sin, I don't know where they're at. And the rest of the gang, they'll come drifting through here, so it looks like it's going to be just you and me today. And when it's just you and a few new friends or close friends, we always do want to recommend a good movie. Today's movie is a classic. We're really thrilled to have this one. This is the 1956 science fiction classic called The Forbidden Planet. Now, for those of you who follow classic sci-fi TV, The Forbidden Planet is the pre-runner of such great sci-fi series as Lost in Space and the original Star Trek. The special effects were done by the master of disaster, Irwin Allen, and the team of newly formed special effects people at, I believe it was Warner Brothers Studios or MGM. I can't remember which one. This was one of the first films to use their special effects department, and the film also caught the notice of Gene Roddenberry, who was an up-and-coming producer at the time. Had a lot of really great things to say about it. And of course, as you all know, it is the debut film of the iconic Robbie the Robot. And if I were to show a picture of him, you'd know exactly what I was talking about. So, do you like good science fiction, or?
I love science fiction.
That's good. Well, then you should.
Favorite.
That's good. You should get along here fine. Now, the film stars Leslie Nielson, who you would know from the Naked Gun films. Airplane, yes, and Mr. Magoo. And everybody forgets Mr. Magoo, but it was actually quite a funny film. And the Nielsen, as a comedic actor, to give you a little trivia, he did that in his ending, towards the end of his career and up to his death, I believe in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. But prior to that, up through the early 90s, he was a dramatic lead actor, and when he was under contract to MGM to do the film, The Forbidden Planet, he was actually supposed to be one of their leading men and heartthrobs because of the fact that when he was younger, he had the jet black hair and the chiseled jaw and just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous man. But anyway, he was actually cast in many films as the leading man and the heartthrob. The comedic stuff he didn't do until Airplane, which was like the early 80s, if I'm not mistaken. He was actually trying out for that part in Airplane because he was friends with the producer, the Zucker brothers, and they liked him so much they later remembered him for their Naked Gun and Police Squad TV series, and that kind of kicked off his career in a whole new direction. So really great stuff. And the film also stars classic actor Walter Pidgeon, who plays the evil Dr. Mobius. Yeah, it's like, I think that they had Dr. Mobius in mind when they did all the mad scientist types. And there's a lot of it's kind of cheesy in parts, but it's still a great film, and we're going to let let you guys judge it for itself. So me and Veronique here are going to crack open some liquid refreshment, an adult beverage or two, get the popcorn going, and we're going to watch The Forbidden Planet here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shockorama. Enjoy.
Yay.
Imagine yourself as one of the crew of this faster-than-light spaceship of the future, sharing their curiosity to know the unknown, their tension, their readiness for inconceivable adventures.
Sir, we're being radar scanned. United Planets Cruiser C-57D, J.J. Adams commanding. Who are you?
Morbius of the Bellerophon.
Oh, Dr. Morbius, my orders are to survey the situation on Altair 4.
Commander, if you set down on this planet, I warn you that I cannot be answerable for the safety of your ship or your crew.
When you reach the Forbidden Planet, you will meet Dr. Morbius, played by Walter Pidgeon. The doctor is sole owner of this fabulous world. Anne Francis is his alluring daughter, Alta, who has never seen a young man till she meets Commander Adams, played by talented Leslie Nielson.
Come on in.
Didn't bring my bathing suit.
What's a bathing suit?
Oh, murder.
You will meet a charming character in The Robot, able to produce, on order, 10 tons of lead or a slinky evening gown. Always at your service.
You must be the loveliest, softest thing you've ever made for me. And fit in all the right places, with lots and lots of star sapphires.
Star sapphires take a week to crystallize properly. Would diamond or emeralds do? You explore all the wonders of a vanished civilization. You travel deep down into the heart of the Forbidden Planet to discover the incredible marvels of this lost genius race. These magnificent scenes in striking Eastman color stagger the imagination.
20 miles. Look down, gentlemen. Are you afraid? 7,800 levels.
Yet the wonders of the planet Altair 4 conceal a strange and evil force, unknown, irresistible.
Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. What do you think of the Forbidden Planet so far? Walter Pidgeon as Dr. Morbius, Leslie Nielson as the captain. I can't remember his name at the moment. And Ann Baxter. Thank you. Sorry, Brother Jack just had a senior moment there. I went to the Bahamas, but now I'm back. Love the ganja, by the way.
Oh.
And Ann Baxter as Altera. Now, Ann Baxter, as you would know, later went on to do the ABC TV series. It was quite popular for about 3 or 4 seasons. Hotel. She played the owner of the hotel chain and, you know, everybody's best friend and all this. There was a scene in Forbidden Planet when Leslie Nielson was kissing her. And at the beginning of the scene, he had his hands on her shoulders. And they cut away for a second, and then when they come back, he's got his arms around her waist and he's still kissing her. So that was considered a big technical foul-up, and that gets mentioned every time this movie gets mentioned. Another great foul-up was where Robbie the robot was carrying the lifeless body of the Doctor, played by Warren Stevens, off scene. If you look, you have to really be fast, but if you look just right, you'll see a wire holding the lifeless body of the Doctor up, because the actor who was in the robot suit could not move his arms to the point where he could carry a full-grown individual. And in some scenes, they actually used a dummy. Most of what the scene involved was the actor who played the Doctor. No, not Walter Pidgeon, but Warren Stevens. He played the Doctor. He was actually suspended on a body harness, and the wires would come out at various points in his clothing, and there was a overhead crane that two technicians were actually guiding with the use of a hand lever, and so it was the wires supporting him while the robot kind of just moved him around. So another little bit of trivia. You're going to find out we're all about the trivia here on the Angry Brothers here. Now, Veronique, you were kind enough to bring me this email, so let's say we take a look at a couple of them.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's see. We have one of our fans, Timmy S. in Council Bluffs. And Timmy S. writes, "Dear Angry Brothers, I love your show, and even though I am only 18, I do love the girls. I think Inferno is very hot." Yes, I know. It's like, but hey, Inferno is responsible for putting more kids through puberty than the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. So we got to be grateful to her for that, and I think you're going to be helping with that too. It's like when our viewers see you. So yes, definitely. Hottest girls in Omaha, and for you other guy, suck it. Thank you. Little Timmy goes on to write, how can I get posters of Inferno and the rest of the girls, and do you have any merchandise available? Well, that's a very good question, Timmy, and I'm glad you asked that. Yes, we do have merchandise available. Our website is down right now because we are doing a technical revamp on it, so we're going to make it bigger and better, and that's going to be coming soon. We hope to have that up around Halloween. You can Google the phrase Angry Brothers Swag Shop. That's Angry Brothers, SWAGSHOP. That will take you to our Cafe Press site. And from there you can get posters of the girls, you can get mugs, such as our Angry Brothers Big Drunk Stein, and I happen to have one right here. So let me just go ahead and just show that. So if you'll notice, it is a generous 20-ounce beer stein with the logo of our show on it. And this is available for $14.99 at our website, which is the Angry Brothers Swag Shop, and you can find that through Cafe Press. We also have, for those of you who are too young for an adult beverage, we have our Angry Brothers pint soda glasses. We have Angry Brothers shot glasses. We have Angry Brothers flags to put on your car. You name it, we've got it. We have it all, and we have no shame as about what we will sell, which is pretty much everything. So, if you want some great Angry Brother merchandise, check out our swag shop. You'll be happy you did. Also, our friends at Mayhem Vapors, that is the e-cigarette company who sponsors us. They want to let you know that they have an Angry Brothers special going on right now, which is their single voltage e-cigarette kit, which includes the battery, the tank, and the mouthpiece and charger, plus 2 flavors of your choice for only $25. So if you want to get off the cigarettes, do your health a favor, and still enjoy your nicotine, e-cigarettes are the way to go.
Well, if you give tobacco to an Indian, they have to give you whatever they want.
Indian as in how or okay, we're
You know
not.
how we never get the chance?
Okay, not. Would you like a Slurpee with that? Not that kind of an Indian.
No.
So if you give tobacco to an Indian, they have to do whatever you want.
They have to give you whatever you want.
Well, I'm heading to the casino with a 10-pound bag of tobacco. You know, I'll be back next week. All right, but okay. So that I hope that answers your question there, Timmy. The next one we have is from. Let's see, the name is kind of smudged here. It looks like Jose, and Jose is from South Omaha. Jose writes, "Dear Angry Brothers, your girls are very hot, particularly Lady Torrid. Are you going to be appearing at any of the bars in the area? And if so, when? And are you going to be appearing at any events?" Well, Jose, that's a very good question. Another very good question, and thank you for asking. Yes, we are going to be appearing at the Nightmare on Q Street. The date on that is to be announced, but it will be before Halloween. We're going to try and appear for their opening, which is the 19th of September. I've just got to make a few phone calls and talk to a few people. We will also be, now this is a surprise for all of our viewers. I was contacted by Uncle Edward, host of the It Came From the Basement show, and that's out of Lebanon Junction, Kentucky, which is just outside of Louisville. He runs a horror program out there, and which he does through YouTube and his local public access. He has contacted us. He loves the show, huge fan, loves the girl, great guy. I spend quite a few nights talking to him on Facebook and online. He is wanting to come to Omaha for a visit. So Brother Jack is working on setting up an event, a bar meet. Maybe we'll screen some independent films. Or okay, what was that? Damn mice?
Ghost.
Yes, probably the ghosts of Sidekicks past. But oh well. We may do a movie screening, or we may just have the girls come out and everybody hang out and have a few drinks and have a few laughs. But we're going to keep you up to date on that. And you can look for us on our Facebook page. Any events that we're going to be doing will be noted on there, so just keep your eyes peeled on that. And you can just search the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama for that. So, well, we're going to save the last email for the end of the show. So we're going to get back to the movie Forbidden Planet, starring Walter Pidgeon, Ann Baxter, and Leslie Nielson, here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama. So me and Veronique, yes, thank you. We're going to finish our adult beverages in our Angry Brothers mugs, and we'll get back to the movie. So enjoy. Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. So what did you think of Forbidden Planet so far? The monster in the film was basically totally computer generated. It was one of the first instances where a totally computer generated or crudely generated monster, basically they used a lot of animation, and how they did that was you'll see the electrical energy pattern that made up the monster was, I think, called the Krell or something. But how that was done by a technician and a film special effects technician painting the design of the monster onto frame by frame. And they painted that onto over, what was it, like close to 25,000 frames of film. For the total that the monster was actually on screen came to about 2 to 3 minutes, but that took over 20,000 frames of film to get that sequence. And so that had to be hand painted into each frame. So it was a really laborious process, and at that time the only facilities that could have done it was a major motion picture studio. Nobody had Pinnacle or Movie Maker or laptops to do all that. Imagine what we could have done. Imagine what we could have done for science fiction and horror if we'd have had a laptop and Pinnacle back at that time. Would have been off the freaking hook. You know, I mean, and how many out there saw Guardians of the Galaxy?
No,
You haven't seen it?
that one.
Oh, great movie. It rocks. Some of the best special effects I have ever seen. Do yourselves a favor. It's worth it. Go see it in IMAX or 3D. It is so worth it, people. You know, it is so worth it. All right, now, all right, Universal, where's my $1 million? I want my money for that plug, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but I did say we would finish up our last email. Let's see, now this is from Barbara in La Vista. Now Barbara writes, Dear Angry Brothers, love you and Brother James. It's nice to see people that don't try to be so family friendly on TV, because frankly I'm really sick of seeing it. I mean, I like the fact that you and the girls and your guests let it all hang out, and you say whatever's really on your mind and you don't sugarcoat it. Well, thank you, Barbara. We do try to please, and you know, we're thrilled with the reception we've gotten from our fans in Omaha. We'd like to feel that Omaha has truly embraced us. You know, we like to think that we're carrying on the true tradition of horror hosting. I'm not going to mention any names. Others who are in the same, you know, field as us, they have their way of doing it. We have our way of doing it. Never the twain shall meet. We like to feel that our fans, you know, we don't have to stand on ceremony. We don't have to worry about, who are we going to offend today? Because our philosophy at the Angry Brothers, and you're going to find that this is true the more you watch us, if we ain't offending someone, we ain't doing it right.
That's right.
That's right. So it's like, who are we going to offend today? My guess would be everyone. You know, but she goes on to write, I'm so glad that your show is on. It makes Saturday mornings and Friday nights more bearable, as usually by the time I catch it as I'm coming home from the bar or from parties or picking my kids up from their friends' houses. So it's nice to be able to have a few good laughs before I go to bed. Are you going to be hosting any of the costume contests? Because I know last year and the year before you did do several. Are you going to be doing any this year? And that's signed Barbara from South Omaha. Well, Barbara, we hope to be appearing at our old standbys, Chrome and the 21st Amendment Saloon. If not, you'll be looking for us at some new bar locations. We've got a few things in the works. We also are going to be hopefully sponsoring the Angry Brothers' first annual Halloween Hottest MILF contest. Now, that, you know, it's like, I don't think you need to strain your imaginations too hard to figure out what that's going to be about. You know, it's like, that's right, you know, it's like, sorry, no tags on my toe. It's like, you know, I'm not dead yet. And we want the hottest girls, the hottest MILFs. If you're a hot MILF, GILF, cougar, bobcat, or whatever, get in touch with us through our Facebook page or email us at theangrybros@gmail.com. Send us a picture. Tell us why you want to be the Angry Brothers Halloween Hot MILF. The winner of the contest will get a $200 gift card from Walmart or Hy-Vee, whoever we can work out a deal with. So, or it may be a cash prize for $200, depending on what our accountants have to say. But anyway, it's going to be a $200 cash prize to the hottest MILF, GILF, or cougar or bobcat here in Omaha. So we will be sponsoring that, and there will be more details on that to come. So from myself, Brother Jack, and Veronique, and if you like Veronique, write the show, tell us about it. You'll be seeing more of her. You'll also be seeing some good pictures of her on that, and a little biography that we'll be putting on the blog and website shortly. So enjoy. Our next film, we're actually going to be running an independent piece called Mando's Machine, which was provided to us by a good friend of ours, Lee Turner from New Orleans. Lee, glad you loved the show. Thanks for the movie. We watched it. It was great. It'll be on shortly. So Again, I'm Brother Jack, along with Veronique. Remember, let's keep America on top, everyone. Watch Horror Hosts. Good night.